Today we're going to work on making a box and whisker plot. The first thing that you need to do with a box and whisker plot is to put your data in order, and then we're going to graph it. So help me out here. Our smallest number is 25. How many 25s do I have? Okay, how many 26s? Okay, 6. How many 27s? Do I have any? 2 27s, 28s. 1 28, 29s, and 30s. Can I always tell you to double check and make sure you have the right number of pieces of data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, we got it. Now we're going to find the middle number of the median. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is number 9. Now, if you're not for sure which one's quite in the middle, then you can do where you can put your pencil on both ends and count. So 26 is going to be your median. Now, we need to make a number line. I'm going to start one number below 25. And it's just like counting. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. How far do I need to go? I usually go one beyond what the highest number is, 31. Okay, so I'm putting my first bar for my 26. Okay, then I find my lower quartile. So I'm going to take my lower data half. Now I'm not going to conclude the 26. I've used it. I'm done with it. Okay, I don't use it again. My middle number here would be between the 26 and 26, which is 26. Okay, so it's the same as my median. What about your upper quartile? It's going to be between 29 and 29, which is 29. Okay, and then connect those to make your box. Now we look at our whiskers. Now, guys, these are called the first quartile. This is the second quartile, and this is the third quartile. They call it the lower and upper as well. Let's look at your whiskers. My lowest number is a 25, and label it. And my highest number is a 30. And those are called your upper, sometimes they call it the upper and lower extremes. But you want to look for really big extremes are called outliers. And you graph those with an asterisk. Let's say I would have had a number 50 in here. I would have put it out here, and that would have been your outlier. Okay, now what does this tell you? It tells you how your numbers are distributed. This is actually like 4 quarters. First quarter, the second quarter, which is just between 26 and 26, third quarter, fourth quarter. This big long band here means that my numbers are spread out. Okay, they're all spread out. Whereas with my second quarter here, I have a lot of 26s. Okay, so that's what a box and whisker plot is used for. Okay, let's try this one. What's going to be my smallest number? Oh, I see a decimal in here. It's 35. Okay, so let's put them in order. 35. What's next? 42. Then 42 and a half. Then what? 60. I have 2 60s, it looks like. What comes next? A 70. 76, 78, 81, and 100. And what do I have to make sure and do? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Okay, my first step to do a box and whisker plot of this is to find my median. How do I do that? Pick the middle number. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 5. So what do I have to do? Find the middle between 60 and 70. And what will that be? 65. So see, I didn't really even use either number. I'm using a different number. Okay, even if I have two numbers exactly the same, I still include them when I go to find my lower and upper quartiles. Okay, so what am I going to do in my number line? Oh my, I'm going all the way from 30 to 100. So what do you think I need to do? Or do you want to do tens? Let's just start at 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. Now, did I have 190 or an 80? No, but once I establish what my intervals are, I have to keep them the same. All right, so we're going to plot our 65, which will be halfway between 60 and 70. Draw your bar. What's my next step? We need the lower quartile and the upper quartile. Okay, what numbers am I going to include for this lower quartile? Right, so go down from 60 to 35. What's my middle number? 42 and a half. So let's go to 42 and a half approximately. Oh, and I need to label these as I'm doing them. 42 and a half. And this will be 65. And what do I do with them now? Connect them to make a box. So this is my lower quartile. Okay, how to get the upper quartile? What's the middle number here? 78. Okay, so I go make another mark on 78. Connect your box. And the next step. Whiskers. My whisker will be 35. And this one will be, my highest number is 100. Okay, so you made a box and whisker plot of this data. What's it tell you? It tells you that the numbers are really spread out here and here, kind of like the second and the fourth quarters. What's the range? How can I find the range? 100 minus 35. Good. The median? 65. The only bad thing about a box and whisker plot, just looking at this, can I tell you how many 50s I had? No, I can't. Not without looking at my data that was given to me to start with. Okay, so let's review. Box plot or box and whisker plot. Your data is split into 4 groups. The first thing is you put it in order, find your median, find your lower quartile, or sometimes it's called the first quartile, and then your upper quartile, sometimes called the third quartile. And then you find your extremes, which are your low and your high, to make your whiskers. Just be careful and make sure to see if you have any outliers, any piece of data that just doesn't fit the rest of it. And that concludes our lesson on box plots or box and whisker plots.